discussion is quite interesting. It is how you could supercharge your marketing strategies on WhatsApp with Smart Ads and Concierge. Smart Ads and Concierge are the new features that we have introduced. Our product team has introduced recently on this platform. So before we move ahead, so let me just tell you about Interact. So Interact is a product of GeoHaptic, and GeoHaptic is a conversational AI company which was founded in 2013. And Reliance Geo is also our strategic investment partner. And Interact, since it's a product of GeoHaptic, was launched in 2020. And till date, we have processed more than 15 billion conversations, and we have more than 25,000 customers. So, what is a full stack conversational CRM platform and what features should it have? Right. So, a full stack conversational CRM platform should help you recover abandoned transactions. It should help you with personalized offers by sending campaigns to your customers. It should help you with with sending reminders. It should help you with reactivating your non-transacting users and improve your feedbacks. And also, it should help you with the marketing strategies, just like click to WhatsApp ads or the smart ads, to be able to give more gains to your business, to be able to improve upon your strategies, to be able to have to get more leads through the ads and through the strategies. So this is all what Interact does actually, to be able to help you with improving your strategies and to be able to connect with your customers efficiently, right? So as I had mentioned, Interact was brought into picture back in 2020, and 2000 by 2021 we had 1,000 customers, and then we were ranked number one application at Shopify by 2022, and within 3 years of launch, we have now more than 25,000 plus customers across 15 countries. We also have 300 plus partners across 5 countries. So I think this is really a proud moment for all of us, especially for all the Interact, for the team and for the Haptic, to be able to quickly acquire the market and to be able to help our customers as we thought of. Right. So I'm happy to announce that Interact is also a premium partner of Meta. Since we back in 2023, we also got an award from Meta for actually bringing click to WhatsApp ad as a feature into the picture in front of our clients actually. So because it was relatively a new ad format, and Interact grabbed the opportunity, and we helped our clients to get to know about this particular ad format, so that they could engage with their customers efficiently. And this is something which I will cover later on as well. This is one of our strategies, marketing strategies. Great. So as I mentioned, so we have processed more than 15 billion conversations. We have a good amount of rating on Shopify, and G2 being one of the best platform to be able to understand about the new softwares in the market. So G2 is the best platform. It's a reliable platform, and you get the best ratings in there. So we also have 4.5 rating on G2, and we are rated as 4.4 on Shopify. Great. And these are our clients actually, and we are proud to announce that few of them are from Shark Tank India. So I think this is great, and this is a great sort of improvement and progressive approach that we have. Right. So for a product, there are three strategies basically. So for a product, you should be able to market the product. All right. You should be able to sell the product, and you should be able to provide timely support to your customers post sales. So our product team has introduced two features in the marketing area actually, and this is something that we are going to discuss, right? Uh, so first is we'll start off with concierge, right? So concierge is basically an announcement section, a push notification section, which you will find at the bottom left of your Interact platform. So here, what happens is, let's say Interact has introduced, you'll be notified. You'll be notified about new product features. You'll be notified about any important announcement that the Interact team has to make. All right. So It's not only this. Concierge is has one of the most important features for our clients who are running marketing campaigns, right? So basically, we spoke to a lot of clients, and we have gathered a lot of feedback, and we understood that our clients wanted to understand which of their campaign has performed the best, right? They also wanted to understand when to retarget their customers, because you have the 24-hour window rule. All right, so if you send a campaign again to your customers in that 24-hour period, that is absolutely free of cost. And why should you let that opportunity go, right? So our clients wanted to understand which of their campaigns perform the best. They wanted to understand when to retarget their customers, or when to create a new campaign to be able to engage with their customers and retain the customers, right? So we have come up with a solution. The team has come up with a solution. We will, in the announcement section at the bottom left, in the concierge section, we will give you announcement in the form of nudges, basically. All right. So let's say you have run 10, 20 campaigns in the past quarter. What Interact will do is it will inform you which campaign out of those 10, 20 campaigns performed the best for you. All right. So just like you can see in my presentation here, right? So you'll get these announcements in cards, basically. All right. So you'll have a category tag also. Let's say if it's from the engagement, or if it's a marketing announcement, or if it's a product announcement, you'll get a category tag. Plus, you can mark these cards as read these announcements as read, or you can discard them. Or also, there's this option which says call to action. There will be a call to action button in there. So this call to action button, what it does is it will help you uh, set up a campaign, a follow up campaign. All right. So you just have to sit back and relax. Here comes the AI, basically. So as we promised, we have brought in AI into the picture. So AI will basically, what it will do is it will set up the audience for you. It will set up the template for you. It will set up the replies for you, auto replies, and you just have to review that once and send the campaign and set the campaign live, right? So this is one of the most important features for our customers who are running marketing campaigns, basically, right? So you'll get timely nudges, basically. So you'll get, you'll be notified about the campaign which performed the best on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, on a half yearly basis, and yearly basis. So you'll be notified which campaign performed the best, and similarly, it will Interact will also inform you as to when you can retarget those customers, or when you can just send another campaign to the same lot. And this is something which Interact will do it for you, right? So this is how it is going to look like. Interact will select the audience for you. It will create a template. It will set up the replies, and it will set up the scheduling, and it will redirect you to the campaign section. So let's see how this concierge works, basically. So I'll just play a small video for you, right? So first of all, if you see this platform, there's this announcement hub on the bottom left. All right. So these are the announcements that you will find in the section. These are the nudges, basically. All right. So once you click over here, you'll find the cards, right? So if you could see, this has been sent from. This is a retargeting message, basically. This is engagement announcement, basically. All right. So you can just move on to the next announcement, or you can just go to the previous announcements, as you could see in the screen, right? Let's say this campaign. So it is a retarget announcement, a retarget nudge. If you click on set a campaign live, so it will automatically set up the audience, and it will automatically set up an audience for you, right? So there's an option which says take me to the campaign page. So basically, this is how the campaign is going to look like at your end. All right, so it will give you a preview. You can just have a look at in the Android and the iOS version as well. And when you click on this, take me to the campaign page, it will take you directly to the notification section and Interact. Each and everything is done. You just have to set the campaign live, right? So this is a great feature, uh, basically for those who wanted to understand, who want to get the timely nudges, or the announcement, or who the clients who wanted to be informed of what campaign performed the best for them. All right. So currently, we will give you the announcement. We'll be giving you the nudges for retargeting and for the insights as in what campaign performed the best, and retargeting as in when you should basically retarget your customers again. And this is something, this whole process is something which Interact will manage. You just have to sit back, relax. So this AI technology that we have included, this will set up the audience for you. This will set up the template. You just have to go to the campaign section. It will take you to the campaign section, and you just have to make the campaign live. right? A few months down the line, obviously you would want to win back your lost customers, and you would want to retain your existing customers as well. So a few months down the line, we will also give you nudges, and we will also give you announcements, all right, for your lost customers and for the repeat customers, as to when you can just send them the campaign. And again, Interact will do everything for you, right? So this is one of the marketing feature that we have introduced, which is Concierge, right? So we'll move on to the next feature, which is WhatsApp ads. Now this is quite interesting, right? And why this is interesting is, uh, see, if you have a product, to be able to market the product is one of the most important thing, and it's one of the most important strategy, all right? And what I feel is CTWA is one of the important strategies. CTWA is basically click to WhatsApp ads, right? So click to WhatsApp ads are just like normal Facebook ads, but there's a slight difference, right? So in normal ads, Facebook ads, what happens is, I'm sure you guys must be running ads for your business, and if not, so we do have a an alternative solution for that as well, which I will just cover up later. But as I mentioned, in the normal Facebook ad, what happens is, you basically create the ad. When the customer would click on the ad, they'll be redirected to a landing page. All right, maybe your website or any other form or any other landing page, whatever you feel like. All right. So this is how a normal Facebook ad works. Now, in click to WhatsApp ads, instead of redirecting your customers to a landing page, what you do is you redirect your customers to a WhatsApp, which is your API number. That is Interact. All right. Now, this is more of a focused approach. All right. Uh, what I by focused approach, I mean is, let's say if you're redirecting your customers to a website, now what happens is customers will go to the website, they'll just browse few products, they'll add few products into the cart, and they'll drop off. Now, because of this, what happens is you get a lot of abandoned checkout requests, right? So this is one of the disadvantage when you redirect your customers to a website. Now, if you redirect your customers to a WhatsApp, they'll get a more focused approach. All right, you can set up a funnel, which I will explain you later. All right, you can set up the automations. All right, so automation will do 50-60% of your work. You just have to hop in at the very last. You just have to get in touch with your customers at the very last to be able to retain them, to be able to convert them basically to the final customer. But 60-70% of the work is something which automation will do it for you. All right. And this is something which I will just cover up, because Interact does have an automation section where you can just link up the responses. But with the help of CTW, it's more of a focused approach. You can set up a funnel. Customers will get a personalized sort of a treatment, because obviously, if they are dropping in a message, if they have a certain question regarding the product, obviously there's someone from your team who will answer those questions from the other side, right? So they'll have this personalized, focused approach, and they will feel, your customers will feel that they are important to you, right? So this is what click to WhatsApp ad is. There's a slight difference. Instead of redirecting your customers to a website or a landing page, you redirect your customers to a WhatsApp, which is your Interact account, where you could just handle all the information or all the queries from your customers. Right, so this is how the ad is going to look like. So there's this WhatsApp button. When the customers will click on the button, they'll be redirected to the website. Now let's see how basically click to WhatsApp ads. I'll just give you a walkthrough of how to set up click to WhatsApp ads. It's going to take like 2 to 3 minutes, and it's quite important, so please have a look. So I will just quickly open my ads manager. Right. So to be able to set up click to WhatsApp ads, you should have an ads manager on Facebook. All right. So this is one of the prerequisites. So once you go to the ads manager section, you'll find this campaign section on the left. All right. So for those who are already working on Facebook ads, they will know the process, but there's a slight difference which I'll just point out, right? So you'll create on this option, you'll click on this option which says create. So you have three objectives: traffic, engagement, and sales, on which CTWA will work, right? The best being engagement, because obviously you would want your customers to engage with you. If they're if you're running ads and they're clicking on the ads, you would want them to engage with you over WhatsApp. And one of the benefit is, with click to WhatsApp ads, you will get the customer's information as well. So this is one of the most important things, which I will also tell you later. But this is something which Facebook will not provide you. right? So if the customers are initiating a conversation, you'll be able to get the customer's information, that is phone number, the customer's name. So later on, if you want to retarget those customers, that is absolutely possible. And this is, in my opinion, one of the great feature that CTWA ads have, right? So we will select in the setup, we'll select engagement as an objective first. We'll click on this continue option. Now we have this option which says manual engagement campaign or recommended settings. You can go for either one, but I'll go for manual engagement campaigns because I'll have to explain it to you how the setup is done. So we'll click on continue in here, right? So you already know, you just have to give the campaign name in here, and you can skip all these steps because we have already selected the objective type, campaign objective type. So you just have to go to the next step. Now this step is quite important, which is ad set. Next step, right? So you'll change the name. In here, the conversation would be messaging apps, but you just have to make sure that you have connected your correct Facebook page. Now this is important. You need to have the correct Facebook page for which you want to run the ads. uh, the other important step is you will have to deselect the other two options, which is Messenger and Instagram. You just have to keep the WhatsApp as an option in here. All right. And also you must remember that you select the API number from the list. All right. So this is something which you need to remember. I'll repeat again. You must make sure that you have correct Facebook page aligned, and also these two options, these two checkbox should not be selected. You need to deselect these options, and you have to select only WhatsApp as an option because you would want to redirect your customers to a WhatsApp number, and this is the API number basically. All right. Apart from that, everything just remains the same. Maximize number of conversations would be performance goal. You'll set up the budget. This is something which I feel most of you would be aware of, right? And then you can set up the audience. Now coming on to the next step, which is ad setup, right? So in here you'll just change the name, right? Again, you need to make sure that you have correct Instagram account connected and the correct Facebook page over here connected. So anyways, if you will connect the correct Facebook page, it will automatically reflect in the ad section. But you need to just cross check your Instagram account, right? Now here you can add a carousel, you can add multiple images in here, so you can add a single image or a video, right? So this is also something which most of you would be aware of. So I'll just quickly add a random image to be able to explain it to you how this works actually. So I'll select a random image from here and I will click on next and done. Right? So if you could see, I'll just quickly scroll down. Yeah. So this is how the ad is going to look like. And there's this WhatsApp button if you could see. In the normal Facebook ad, you won't find this button. In the normal Facebook ads, when the customer would click on the ad, they'll be redirected to a landing page. But in here, if the customer would click on the WhatsApp, they'll be redirected to your API number. And that API number is the one which you have connected in this ad set step just below this Facebook page where it says it gives you the option of selecting Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And also just below WhatsApp, you'll find a drop down where you can just connect your number. If your number is not listed in here, this number is basically your API number, Interact API number. If your number is not listed in here, you can just click on connect another number. Or from your Facebook page, you can go to the settings option and you can connect your API number. So that number will reflect in here automatically, right? So I'll go back. So in here, I've selected a random image. If you could see, there's this button which pops up. And now when the customer will click on this button, they'll be redirected to the WhatsApp, which is our Interact number, right? So in here, you can add the description about the ad. You can give the headline and everything. This is something which is quite generic, and you all must be knowing. Now, one differentiating factor is this message templates, right? So what happens is if your customers will click on the ad, they'll be redirected to their WhatsApp, and this is how it is going to look like. All right. So this is a pre-filled message. Hello, can I get more information on this? Right. You can change this pre-filled message. All right, whatever you want to, and this will reflect if you could see. So this is how it is going to look like at the customer's WhatsApp. Right. Now the important thing is this frequently asked questions. All right. So there must be certain questions that your customers, would keep on asking. All right. So basically, what you can do is you can set up 5 questions in here. All right. So let's say it's a your product is a cake, let's suppose, all right? So there could be certain questions that your customers keep on asking. What other flavors you have? Let's say first question is, what other flavors do you have? All right, so this could be one of the questions in here. All right, so what is the price of this cake? What is the price? Can it, let's say, what is the price of this cake? All right, how can I make a purchase? So these are certain questions which your customers ask. Now why I am asking you to check these options is because you can set up automations with these questions. All right, so let's say it says, what other flavors do you have? You can connect your catalog with Interact. So you have to just copy this question, you have to go back to your Interact account. I'll just quickly share my the other screen again to be able to explain it to you better. So in Interact, you have this automation section in here. So here you have custom auto replies. So you just have to copy the question and create a new custom reply over here, and in the input section you have to just copy paste the question and create a response for this. Now what happens is, let's suppose if a customer would click on uh, any of the questions in here, so the automation which you have set up, the auto response which you have set up, will automatically trigger, right? So this will basically, as I said, this is automation. So automation will do most of your work. It will do 50-60% of your work, and later on, when you have pushed your customers, your leads or the prospects to the sales funnel, there you have to get in touch with your team, or probably your customer executive team could get in touch with your prospects or leads and then convert them into the final customer, right? So the advantage of click to WhatsApp ads is that your customers will get a focused approach. You could create a sales funnel. You will be able to track the progress of your prospects and leads, and WhatsApp is basically an easier platform and easier medium where you can just convert your prospects or lead into the final customers, right? So this is what click to WhatsApp ad is all about. Now I will just give you one more information which is quite important. Uh, just give me 2 seconds. I will share the screen over here. Right. So in Interact, we have this analytics section over here. In analytics, you'll find ad performance. All right. So in ad performance, you can connect your Facebook Business Manager account on which you have the ad account. So what Interact will do is, Interact will fetch all the click to WhatsApp ads that you have created. You can select uh, the date manually. I'll just quickly show you. This is quite important, right? So you can just select the date manually, and Interact will fetch all the click to WhatsApp ad campaigns that you have created in the ads manager at Facebook, right? So we'll just wait for another few seconds because we have created a lot of ad campaigns, and which is why it is taking this much amount of time. But you'll find the ads quickly. Uh, excuse me. So right. So if you could see, so these are the click to WhatsApp ads that we had created. These are the sample ads which we had created, right? So you'll get the total impressions, reach, conversion rate, total conversations, and ROAS. ROAS is something which you'll have to calculate, which I'll explain it to you later. But all these campaigns are listed over here. Excuse me. Right. So what happens is, let's say you have created 4 to 5 click to WhatsApp ads campaign. All the campaigns will come up in here. You'll get the overall impressions reach. Plus, you'll get the stats campaign wise as well. Let's suppose I'll just click on this first campaign, or I will click on this campaign, which is CTW ID WooCommerce, right? So this is one click to WhatsApp ad campaign that we had set up. Now you'll get the total impressions reach, conversations, and ROAS in amount spent for this particular ad. So these are the questions that I had mentioned basically, right? I'll just quickly go back. I'll share the screen again. So I had spoken to you about these messaging templates, right? So these questions that you see are the ones that is popping up over here, right? So you'll get the idea as to how many customers clicked on what question. You'll get the total count and total, percentage of the clicks, right? Now the important part is this that I was talking about. You'll get the customer's information. This is something which Facebook will not provide you, right? So these are those customers who have initiated the conversations, right? Who have clicked on any one of the questions that you have created in the click to WhatsApp ad campaign on Facebook, right? Now, the other selling point is that you could export this particular data, you could save it in your CRM, or you can send a campaign directly from here. When you click on the send campaign, so what Interact will do is it will only select those bunch of audience, these 15 users, basically those bunch of audience uh, who have come via ad, basically, right? So you can just select a template and you can retarget these customers separately. So this is one of the important features that we have and that we are giving, right? So I'll repeat again, you'll get the breakdown of the questions, plus you will get the customer's information, which is quite important, right? Now coming on to the ROAS part. How will you calculate the ROAS? Now this is something which is quite interesting, and you have to be on your toes to be able to understand this, right? So there are certain steps involved. So this is basically sales funnel, right? Your customer has performed an action and they have initiated a conversation. That means your customer has moved one further step into the sales funnel, right? Into the ads funnel, basically, right? You will have to set up step three and step four. All right. So I'll click on this edit and I'll select the events from here, right? So let's say uh, in the ads I've added one question, that is, what other flavors do you have? All right. So with this, what happens is I will go back to my interact and I will link the catalog. All right. So as soon as the customer will click on that question, what other flavors you have, the catalog will trigger automatically, right? Now let's say if the catalog triggers, if the customer will add a product to the cart, and it will send us a request on interact that that particular customer wants to purchase this particular item. That means the customer has moved one more step into the funnel. All right. So in the event section there are multiple options listed, right? So what I will do is it says WhatsApp cart received, right? So that means once the customer has initiated a conversation, and after that customer has selected a product and send us a request that they want to purchase this particular item through WhatsApp cart, that means they have moved one further step. So this would be step three. If the customer has done this particular event, that means the customer has moved one further step into the ads funnel. All right. So you can select multiple options. So I've selected WhatsApp cart received, and I've selected sign up completed or free trial. So that depends on the nature of your business. If you have a product based business, you'll say select WhatsApp cart received. Or let's say if you have a service based business, then onboarding completed or free trial started or sign up completed. If the customer has completed a sign up, that means the customer has moved one more step into the funnel, right? So that is how you need to set up, right? So once you have done this, right? Now you'll have to set up to step four. In step four, what happens is this will be the last step. Now, if the customer has sent you a cart on WhatsApp, only if they have purchased that particular item, that is how they will become your final customer. And that is how it means that the customer has moved down the funnel, and now that particular prospect or a lead is your final customer, right? So in the fourth step, you have to select subscription started if it's a subscription based company, or it says I will WhatsApp order place, right? So if the order has been placed, that means that particular lead or prospect has become the final customer, and that particular customer is something is someone you have acquired through the ads, right? So that is how you need to do it. You'll again configure the ROAS in the next step. Once you have selected the image, you can select multiple events in here. All right, that depends on the nature of your business, and once that is done, you have to configure the ROAS. So in here, you will just have to mention that what is the typical cost of the lead when you are running normal Facebook ads. All right, you have to mention this. And second, so for what period of time you have to calculate the ROAS. All right, once you have added this step, and interact will automatically will help you calculate the ROAS, that is the return on the ads, right? So this is quite interesting. I mean, this is the selling proposition that we have. You'll get the breakdown of the questions and you'll get the customers information so that you can just retarget your customers via campaigns, or you can just export the data as well. Any which ways, all these information will be saved in the user section over here. All right, and these users will have a tag, will get a tag which is CTWA, right? So you'll be able to understand how many customers you have gotten from click to WhatsApp ads, right? So this is something which will work out for you. Great. uh, Now, right, so I've explained you about click to WhatsApp ads, I've explained you about concierge. So there's another feature which is smart ads. All right. So this is actually smart ads are actually click to WhatsApp ads. All right. But as I had shown you, to be able to set up click to WhatsApp ads, it's not easy. I mean, it requires 3 steps and detailed steps. All right. So what we have done is for our customers who have little to no idea of how to set up the ads campaign, all right, and if they want a simplest solution to this, so what they could do is they could go for smart ads. All right, so smart ads is just like CTWA. All right, so what happens is in smart ads, there's a dedicated section on interact, all right, which says smart ads. I will quickly show you first of all how that looks like. So there's this interact platform and you have this section which says smart ads. All right, so here, what happens is you will have to connect your Facebook page. Once you have connected your Facebook page and your API number, then you should be able to create the ads campaigns over here, right? Uh, so I'll just quickly show you. So it will take only 1 minute, not more than 1 minute, to be able to set up these campaigns, and it is quite simpler and easy way to set up click to WhatsApp ads on Facebook, right? So how to set up these ads? I'll play a small video, and you'll get a fair idea of how this works. So first of all, you'll have to go to the Smart Ads section in the bottom left, right? Here you will link your Facebook page, right? You'll select the Facebook page over here. You'll click on done, and it will ask you to connect your API number. So this API number should be your WhatsApp API number, your interact number, because obviously you would want your customers to be able to reach out to you on your WhatsApp number, right? So once you've added the number in here, it will send you a WhatsApp code. And once the number is connected, you can create a campaign. So you'll have to give your brand information first of all. You'll give the brand name over here. You'll add the brand description, all right. And you also get an option to add images. So you can add up to 3 images in here. There's an option which says select file. You can select up to 3 options over here and click on complete step after this. So once you've done this, now that your brand is set up, uh, if you could see, it is asking you to add your website URL, right? So what you can do is you can copy your website URL. So what Interact will do is it will scrape again. AI comes into the picture, Gen AI comes into the picture. It will scrape all the information from your website and it will create intuitive ads for you. Basically, it will give you the suggestions. So right. So it has scraped all the information from your website and accordingly it has populated the information in these sections. Right. Now, once you're satisfied with this, you can give the package price. That is, you can, I mean, the amount for which you want to run the ads. And then you can select the images again and click on continue after this. Scroll down and go to next step. So what Interact will do is it will set up, it will give you suggestions. It will automatically, it will optimize again. It will run the engine, and with the help of AI, it will give you the options that you could select and how the ad is going to look like. Right. So this is quite interesting, and it will take just 1 minute for you to set up these ads instead of doing it in a traditional way by going to Facebook Business Manager account and then setting up CTWA. So in here, you can just view how it is going to look like on Instagram, on Facebook, and then done, right? So I will just take you one more step further. I'll just share my screen again. So this is our ads. This is a sample that we have created. So you can just click on create campaign in here, right? This is again the sample that we have created. You can click on next step, right? So interact will, the AI will help you, will give us the suggestions what ads we could use basically. All right. So that is possible because Interact has scraped all the information from your website in the previous step, right? You'll click on the next step in here. Now here comes the important, again, one important feature. All right, so ad setup is done. All right, now you would want to target these ads to the relevant audience. All right, so let's say if you want to send this particular ad to only the customers who live in Delhi, let's say, right? So we'll select the location from here, your specific location, and you can select the radius as well, like 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, whatever you wish. All right, so it will show this ad to the people living in this particular area. All right, so this is something which you could do, right? You'll dedicate a budget. Let's say you want to run 2000 worth of ads for 3 days. We'll select the date over here, right? Or let's say 7 days, right? And we'll go for 1,000 per day, which will give us 7,000. And we'll click on done. We've selected the location, and we have given the budget, and we've also selected the date. For how many days do we want to run this particular ad? And then you can go to the next step in here. Let's say if it's a product, let's say if it's a sari, right? So sari is something which women wear, which females wear, right? So you can just select the gender over here as well. But since this is a cake sort of a test brand that we have selected, so we'll just go for all in here, right? And you can select, there's the section which says interests. Now this is important, all right? So let's say if it's a cake brand, sort of a brand, now you would only want to target these particular ads to the customers who are interested in buying cakes, all right, who are interested in buying pastries or something, or something sort of like that. All right, so what you need to do is you have to use keywords, right? So I'll use cupcakes in here, right? Cupcakes, right? So I'll use cakes, simply cakes, cakes and bakes, or anything. All right, so I will just select the interest options in here with the help of keywords. It will give us a sort of fair idea of how many customers, what is the audience size actually, to who will receive this particular ad, who will get this particular ad on their Facebook and Instagram. And the best thing is, with these smart ads, obviously these ads will be published on the Facebook account and Instagram account. But the best thing is, it will automatically create the ad account on your Facebook, because your Interact is already connected to a Facebook Business Manager account. Plus, you will also connect a Facebook page. So Interact will automatically create a ads manager on your Facebook Business Manager level. All right, so this is quite interesting. So it saves your time a lot, basically, right? So in here you can just set up the interest, and it'll give you a fair idea of the audience size that you're targeting via these ads, and then launch a campaign. Once you click on launch campaign, these ads will start to run, right? So this is quite important, and this is quite good actually. It will save a lot of time. So this feature is something that we have introduced on Interact. If you could see, there's this bottom left smart ads section. So if you want, I could just show you once again, because I think this should absolutely be clear, because this is quite important, and it is for you guys. So you'll click on create campaigns. You'll set up the information. You'll set up the brand information. You'll go to the next step. Interact will the AI will help you with the suggestions. Once you're done with the suggestions, right, it'll take not more than 30 seconds. You go to the next step, and in here you will select the target location, and then the radius and the lifetime budget. And in the next step, you will just give the budget, and you will launch the campaign. So this is as simple as that, right? So I'll take you back to the presentation, right? So CTWA is one of the important marketing strategies that you can adopt. There are just two ways to set up the ads. Either you can just go via traditional way through Facebook Business Manager account. If you want to if you're reluctant, if you need a simpler solution to be able to post your ads on Facebook and Instagram, you can go for this, which is Smart Ads on Interact, right? Now, this is how the ads are going to look like. It will just take 30 seconds for Interact to be able to give you suggestions and to be able to set up the ads, right? So with the click to WhatsApp ads, as I had explained, you can it basically helps you reach your audience and drive more user initiated conversations. So at the end of the day, the whole idea is to get more number of leads and prospects, right? So Interact will give you the leads information, their phone numbers and their names. Now it becomes your responsibility to send the campaigns to your leads and prospects to be able to convert them into the final customer, right? And half of the work is something which is done by the automation that we have, right? So as I mentioned, the whole idea is to get more number of leads and prospects, which I think, and this is proven as well. So we have a lot of case studies in here, right? Uh, in here, right? So we have one case study with Hair Originals. This is one of our clients. So they have reduced the customer acquisition cost. Customer acquisition cost is the maximum cost a company has to bear, right? So they were able to just reduce the customer acquisition cost by 52%. And these case studies is something that we have published and is mentioned on the website as well, right? And there's another case study with BWT here. Uh, BWT experienced 84% more conversations than the other ad formats. With the traditional Facebook ad formats, they've gotten more number of conversations, right? So as I mentioned, the whole idea is to get more number of conversations, leads, and prospects, right? So BWT was able to do that, was able to achieve with the help of Click to WhatsApp ads campaign. Now we have Creative Dukan as well. So they had 2.4x return on the ad, surpassing the performance of all the campaigns by threefold. So this is one another case study that we have, right? So I think these strategies are quite important. You can adopt these strategies, and if you need any sort of help, you can just reach out to us anytime you want. We have a dedicated support team. We have a dedicated customer success team who will address your questions and will help you out, right? And so I've already explained about this dashboard that we have. As I mentioned, analytics on Interact. You'll find ad performance where you can just link your Facebook Business Manager account, and you will get all the details, all the stats, and you'll get the questions, and plus you'll get the audience segregated campaign wise as well, right? So which one should you choose, right? So Smart Ads and Click to WhatsApp ads. I mean, these both things are similar. I mean, Smart Ads are just Click to WhatsApp ads, and Click to WhatsApp ads are just Smart Ads, but there are slight differences, right? As I mentioned, Click to WhatsApp ads are more of a traditional way of setting up the ad format through Facebook Business Manager account. You'll have to do the settings manually, but in Smart Ads, Interact will do the job. Interact AI will do the job for you. It will help you set up the ads. You just have to upload the information over there, right? So Smart Ads will also, because obviously AI is into the picture, it will generate the content that resonates with your audience. While Click to WhatsApp ads is something you'll have to understand the customer trends, and that is how you'll have to come up with intuitive or resonating ideas to be able to connect with your customers through the ads, right? And Smart Ads will take only not more than a minute. It'll take 30 seconds to be able to give you suggestions, and you can just set up the ad within a minute, right? But there are limited customization options available with Smart Ads, but it is a quick way to set up the ad and a simpler way to set up the ad. But with Click to WhatsApp ads, the traditional way of setting up the ads, I mean, it has more customization options and it will take a lot of time to be able to set up. So there's no difference as such. So we just wanted to inform you how easy and fast Smart Ads is, the feature that we have launched, as compared with the traditional way of setting up Click to WhatsApp ads, right? Uh, yeah, so these were the case studies, and you can find it on our platform as well. So great. So let's. I think I'm done with the presentation. Let's go to the question and answers round. Great. So I think this session was useful to. This was fruitful, and even if I'm sorry if I'm not able to answer all the questions, but you can reach out to us on support@interact.ai, or there's this help section in the bottom left of the platform through which you can just reach out to us. We have a dedicated support team. We have a dedicated customer success team who will be able to address your questions and will help you out for sure. All right. If you have any questions regarding Smart Ads, or if you have any questions regarding Concierge, please reach out to us. We have a document